Hey everybody, we are back at the Winter NAMM show in Anaheim. And, you know, there's always so many great surprises at the show. The D'Angelico line has been sort of revived and with us for the last several years, and many of you guys know them for their F-hole guitars, but they're also starting to make some really amazing solid body guitars as well. And I have Ryan to tell us about one of their new models, which looks fantastic.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so as you said, last year in 2018 was the first time that we ever debuted solid bodies in D'Angelico's 85-year-long history. So that was a huge moment for us. We started with 3 flagship models, the Bedford, Atlantic, and Ludlow. And this here is the new double cutaway Brighton that is joining the fleet.
It's cool. So how is this new? How is this special?
Sure. So we had interest in designing sort of a twin brother to the Atlantic, which sort of became the front runner in that initial collection. And what we wanted to do was essentially make a very, very performance-driven model based on that Atlantic. So the Brighton is sort of defined by having these deep double cutaways, a ton of easy access to the fretboard, a really, really playable, comfortable neck. It's a slim C-shaped neck with a satin, unfinished, natural back to it, so really, really easy on the fretting hand. And like I said, the deep double cutaways for getting up on the board. And it's also an undersized body, so it's kind of a more lightweight, more ergonomic option for players who are especially moving around and being a bit more acrobatic. And because it's undersized, we wanted to make sure that the body to neck balance was spot on. So this is actually a swamp ash body as opposed to the basswood that's across the rest of our solid bodies.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's really cool about the D'Angelico and the solid bodies, it's sort of like you get all this, all this heritage sort of knowledge that goes into making a really cool guitar. But if you really want something different, a whole different a different look, than what all your buddies have, it's a really cool option. Can you, it's got a couple of humbuckers, but can you describe a little bit about the sound of this instrument?
Yeah, sure.
What it would be good for when you see it?
So to speak to the aesthetics that you were just mentioning, we definitely try to incorporate all of the Art Deco features that the D'Angelico line is sort of known for, and we bring those in a more modern way, in a slightly undersized, compact way in the solid bodies, including this unique pickguard, which we call the F-hole pickguard, so that it takes up the same visual space that an F-hole does on a semi-hollow, kind of brings it into that familial territory. Sonically, what we have going on here are 2 Seymour Duncan 59 humbuckers, USA made, extremely crisp and clear, very, very sort of like transparent sound to them, I would say. They can punch through a mix with their clarity, but they can also have that vintage warmth to them.
Gotcha.
And then what we've got going on for variation is a standard 3-way toggle, but then also the coil tapping tone knobs.
Nice.
On both pickups, so you can really get everything from that vintage humbucker warmth to that spanky, single coil sound as well. So very versatile guitar, along with all the other solid bodies in our line too.
Is this coming in just this one color, or are there other colors?
Great question, thank you. Yeah, so it's available in 2 different series. So this is a Deluxe Series model. The Deluxe Series are available in this hunter green, swamp ash natural, a black, and a steel blue. And then in the Premier Series, which is the line just below the Excel Series, it's available in both black and ocean turquoise, which has done really well for us.
Cool. And do they generally come with the gold hardware, or is this?
So in the Deluxe Series, it's the gold hardware, and in the Premier Series, we've got chrome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I always know D'Angelico, these guys are always busy coming up with new ideas and new things. Do you have are you bringing any other new guitars into the picture here?
I like to joke around that we are possibly the most restless company in the industry. We're a small team.
In a good way.
In a great way, of course. Yeah, we're a small team, but we are always very hungry. So this year we've got additions to our semi-hollow lineup. We have an upgraded, refreshed version of our SS, which is our 15-inch wide single cutaway semi-hollow. So that's brand new for 2019. Absolutely gorgeous guitar. That's the first set of upgrades that guitar has received since its debut many years ago. So that's exciting for us. In the solid body world, we have a signature model with Bob Weir that we just debuted last night with Bob Weir and Wolf Bros playing live at our booth. It was an unbelievable show. That's a guitar I'm really proud of. He and I developed that for the past like 14, 16 months or so.
Obviously Bob Weir,
yeah,
legendary guy.
Yes.
What did he want in his new guitar? What were the kinds of things that you were looking at?
Yeah, so we're calling it a bright tonal powerhouse. So Bob is always looking for that bright, spanky sound that he's kind of known for and looking for ways to improve on that and make it more unique as well. So it's a 3 pickup setup on that guitar. It's got 2 stacked P90s by Seymour Duncan and then a Lawler Blonde in the middle. The Lawler Blonde is really pointy, really bright. That's just a incredible sounding guitar. You have to try it out. It's also got a blender knob on there. It's a really unique model for us, for sure.
Well, Bob always has. It's really interesting if you've ever actually tried to play Bob's parts in a Grateful Dead song. He's always got these insane chord voicings.
Yep.
So I would imagine he needed that sort of clarity in order to make each one of those notes in his chords.
Yeah, he's also an extremely percussive player too. So a lot of those like chunks that he does, those kind of muted hits that he does, he needs that brightness to poke through and to be a percussive rhythmic player. So we were certainly searching for that sound as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, I mean, you've explained this very well, and I really appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, thanks
for
having me.
time. Now, if people want to go check out D'Angelico, the way this guitar sounds, or the other guitars that we've talked about, where should they go and look? So
most of the models that we've discussed are going to be available either in like March 1st or in early spring, like sometime in April. But check out DangelicoGuitars.com to see videos and artist photos and all that stuff. Everything about the model, full specs, etc. Just on DangelicoGuitars.com. Is all the new stuff that we're seeing at NAMM do you already have the demos up there? We do.
Oh,
we do.
Wow. Okay,
yeah.
You guys are on it then.
Trying to be prepared, you know what I mean? Trying to give the people what they want. And honestly, we only had 2 minutes to discuss, but there are like 15 other new products as well. So take your time, comb through the website, check out the social media, spend some time with us. You know,
don't be as restless as D'Angelico.
Yeah,
spend
stay
some
a while.
Time.
Come on. Yeah, hang out with us.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ryan. And as you guys can see, the excitement never ends at the NAMM show. Stick with us. We're going to be talking to some more people today. Thanks for coming by. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.